Hey bros, it's kevdawg and the gooch here with your local morning zoo show, and we're hilarious. We play fart sounds. Listen to this. Remember Austin Powers? That was pretty funny. Anyway, our bits. We we're chauvinists and we dehumanize women. So if you're a woman, uh, you come over. We could spray things at your breasts and laugh at midgets and say like vaguely racist things, but in an endearing way that it's not really racist. We're just hack comedians. Intense, intense up in the zoo. We would like to invite comedians over and not say anything of substance, but talk over them and prove that we're funny rather than listen to the actual talented person. That's how zoos work. I mean, not an animal zoo. Let's see if we have any animal noise. This is what a real zoo would sound like. Uh, let's see if we have animals. We gotta have animals in the zoo. Oh gosh, class. We don't have animals. I'm a tard. We still say inappropriate things, but it's funny because we're a morning radio show. It's 3:46 in the morning, and the lines are open, guys. I have the same 617 number I've always had. If you'd like to call in my morning zoo program, this has famously always been a morning zoo show. I've never attempted to make this channel anything other than that. And I'm the best in the biz. You know, nobody's nobody does it anymore. But what's surprised me at the end of six? That was a shocker. That was a shocker. Like is even more of a shocker. Star Wars. You guys ever watch Star Wars? It's an obscure movie, but there was a surprising part where Luke's found out that his enemy was his father. He also had sex with his sister. That was very meaningful. But who's really funny? Donald Trump. He seems racist. He seems like a real jerk. Yeah, we do. We say it. We always say it. Cause we're the fun morning zoo show, you guys. We're here all night. It's already all night. It's the morning. It's quarter of 10. Quarter of 4. Sorry. Quarter of 10 would be the start of the night. We're in the middle of the morning because we're morning zoo. We're not nighttime zoo. Seriously, do you think we're a nighttime zoo? This is morning zoo. And we one time we threw baloney at a prostitute and we kicked a homeless man in the face. And that was funny. But the PC police, they don't understand. They don't understand. But we do, and we deserve credit. Yes, yes, we are. In the morning, we are. wild, and crazy out, no more funny. We say the N word unironically, and then we get mad when people notice that it's offensive. We go, hey, you say the N word when you listen to rap. Uh, African American gentlemen have free license to say the N word, but we are sick and tired of this PC culture. And we have so many sound effects. Good luck. Good luck topping us being in morning zoo. You guys, it's not as if I'm half asleep and have nothing to do and found a soundboard. We have famously been talented at morning zoo shock jock radio. I am the shockiest jock there is. That's actually true. I do say overtly offensive things just to get a rise out of people. Um, Probably from listening to Howard Stern and Opie Anthony my whole life. Um, and that's a really healthy thing to have in your head as a child. But if you don't get it, you're a goddamn cuck. Take that, cuck. Probably a homosexual or a woman. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Compromise? You want me to admit that I'm in an obsolete form of shock jock, and society doesn't consider me hilarious anymore? Funny. We were funny. We reference black people in our clips, therefore we're not racist, even though we're overtly racist, homophobic several times. And the women act like they're special and they're more emotionally intelligent than us. They act like we're the enemy, and they want equality and respect. It's like, bitch, you're an object. Yes, scream. Scream. That's all you can do. Because we're Trumpers, baby. Does. He approves my shock jock show. He's one of our famous listeners. The lines are open. We have no callers. We have no viewers because it's 3:30 in the morning, 3:55, and nobody ever cared about my channel. So I just made it every channel. But the channel I really want to make it is Morning Zoo Radio, baby. You want to hear some more hilarious sound effects? I bet you do. Animals. We are zoo. Zoos have animals. Get it? Animal Zoo. What is this? Orwell? What do I know? Basic references. Um, Shots fired at people who don't understand that we've been funny and we continue to be funny. And it's not unhealthy to consume our content because it's overtly racist and sexist. It's funny. It's so funny. And if you're a cuck, if you're a goddamn liberal cuck, you need some. I like to move it a little bit. I like to move it a little bit. We get a whole jock band from all of them. I got plenty of time. When you're an insomniac, you come up with bad ideas when you're half asleep, but they seem good at the time. This will probably be deleted, but probably won't because everything else on this channel is comparably terrible. Um, And you know what is funny? Big old juicy fart. Yeah, that's right. Juicy big old farts. You know you love it. You can't stand when I do it. But you know what we really need to bring back? You know, was the peak of comedy when Austin Powers he fucked girls and he made puns. And he had a midget that he made fun of. And midgets are funny because they're small. They were born small. Usually they're very depressed and die young and don't have much of a sense of pride or social life. But we made a character out of insulting small, deformed people. Because that used to be funny. Beetlejuice used to be on Howard Stern every day. Opie and Anthony made a career out of mocking homeless people and oppressed people. Um, it's the shock jock way. That's why I only listen to Come Town. That's why I hate people, but I slightly disguise it as humor. And that's what humor used to be racism. Go back, watch Chevy Chase call Richard Pryor the N word. And then years later, call Donald Glover the N word. You think he would have learned that, like, in 30 years, the N word was no longer funny? But he didn't because he's a shock jock. He invented SNL. He's the best. But when I say what I really think, then the corporation comes in and goes, yeah, turns it off, don't they? They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that white men are more oppressed than minorities. They don't want to hear that doing Asian voices and going like this aren't funny. They don't want to hear that stereotypes about black people are unhelpful and hateful because they're cucks. They're cucks. You know what they would do to my show? They would go, they would censor it, take it off the air. But, we're having fun. Listen to this. If this isn't fun, if that's not fun, it's fun to your broken, baby. It's a funny sounding thing. All right, we got a lot of Doctor Evil here. Let's listen to all of it in a row. Austin Powers, funniest movie ever. You think a million's a lot? Oh, a trillion's more than a billion, you fool, Doctor Evil. All right, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You weren't funny since Wayne's World, so yeah, you got a midget that you dressed up like you. Midgets are funny because they're physically deformed, and it's funny to laugh at people who are physically deformed. Uh, it's probably the funniest thing you can do is laugh at weak people. Yeah, imitate black people. That's another good one. Um, oh, God, going with the best of them, guys. Going with the best. This is just EDM, dude. I wish shock tracks were this. I get down to this. This probably has the meaning making fun of homosexuals or something, but it's actually the most enjoyable soundboard clip of morning zoos. Other than, the classic. You can't deny it. It's the best. I wish this whole show was. Um, but, you know, These liberals, these coastal elites, they can't handle the shots. Yeah, this is right. That's right, liberals. In case you forgot, we're a zoo. Hey, girls. Hey, women, you don't find this funny? And this is all for adolescent boys. But here's what we think of you girls. Yeah, get scared. You should be scared. Because we're strong men and you're weak women. Especially if we're white, especially if we're wealthy. And even a kid could laugh at it. Um, as opposed to what I should do next. Let me give me a countdown. Suck on my penis, you're gay. Get it? Your gay people have sex with each other. It's so funny. Some people are small. Some people have small boobs. Some people have small penises. And we should mock and laugh at all of them because we are men and men are better than everybody, especially if we're rich and white. And I've listened to conservatives and I understand deeply their point of view. I agree with it entirely. That's liberal. That's a liberal hearing me tell the truth for once. But guess what, liberal? We're laughing at you. You guys are bad. Only white men were ever funny. Women are funny. Nobody's funny except for me. It's sad. It saddens me how unfunny women and minorities are, and I'm scared of immigrants, and I think that homosexuals are gross and subject to ridicule. And this is what they probably sound like when they fuck each other in the butt. Hands butt fucking because your dick. If you're smart, you put your dick inside of a vagina. If you put your dick inside of a butt, it hurts and somebody screams, and it's hilarious. What's funnier than somebody screaming in pain? Very few things. Maybe like I don't know, Fred Durst. Sorry, I assumed by the title I was rolling. Limp Bizkit is the epitome of male nonsense, and they belong on every zoo radio show. We need to update the soundboard. Um, I gotta tell a joke before that. All right, guys. Uh, what's the difference between Sarah Palin's mouth and her vagina? Racist. Sorry, longer joke. I had a racist joke. Do you want my racist joke or you want my Palin joke? Um, the racist joke is I got a few of them. Um, what's the difference between a pizza and a Jew? A pizza doesn't scream when you throw it in the oven. Get it? It's funny. Should clap and probably laugh at that. Um, because we don't have enough anti-Semitism in this world. There's not enough racism. We should hate all the immigrants. Only white people, only white men, really, because they've been in charge forever. And we're conservative people masquerading as comedians. So let's laugh at all the minorities. Let's play all these silly noises while we do it to to make it palatable. And uh, if you challenge us, sorry, buddy, you're gonna lose. You're always gonna lose because you've always won. So if you challenge the winner, the people who already have everything, it's your fault. It's not systematic oppression. That's propaganda. White privilege doesn't exist. White lives matter. Kanye's really onto something with his anti-Semitism and his worship of superficial white folks instead of caring about where he came from, which is where I live. Um, I think that was a joke. I don't really know what jokes are. I'm not really funny, but I do get like a base level of people to support me merely because I pick on weak people. And that's reassuring to other weak people because it's crabs in a bucket. They can make fun of other oppressed groups instead of acknowledging that they themselves are substantially luckier than the people that they insult. But picking on weak people again, that's the whole bit. That's the funniest thing. Comedy needs a victim, and that victim is usually a person that's like, you know, rape victim, minority, homosexual, immigrant, woman. Those are the people to laugh at. White men are funny. They are the only funny ones. They're talking, they have no sense of humor about themselves. So if you talk about how white men are funny, then you're a hack. You're not necessary. But sometimes when I'm talking about these subjects, I feel like I feel like I'm so crazy. Like, where did I come up with this shit? I must be smoking that bud. Must be smoking that kind bud to be this fucking crazy, right? Where did I even get these ideas? I'll tell you. That's right. Every day, except I've been sober for a few days, and I'm kind of over weed. But yeah, my entire audience is stoned, so I guess yeah. But anyway, the problem with all of these people is that not only are they gay, they're mentally disabled. So we have two reasons to pick on them. We can pick on how they're not smart like we are, and we can insult them. That's what I like to say. Um, but I don't know. Some people might not like that and go. It's a woman saying that, so it's a joke. It's like a woman would say that because they don't understand how funny a white man improvising and playing noise clips is. That's the truth. This is the best radio show on 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, in my opinion. Uh, and I prefer to do radio when I'm half asleep because it makes it it makes it more authentic, I feel like, because it's just, it's off the dome and, it's truth. It's pure, unfiltered truth, and, you, on the other hand, that's right. That's a that's a minority saying that, so, it's true. But, we also watch The American Office because we're mindless hacks. Don't realize the Ricky Gervais one was one of the most tasteful, beautiful sitcoms ever that ended gracefully, and, Steve Carell is a fucking hack. But we're fucking hacks. Yeah, never mind. American Office is my favorite. British Office is boring and unsubtle. We want, you know, just like screaming, insane, unbelievable things. We want good looking actors who don't resemble real people. We want Jenna Fisher, you know? We don't want just like some chubby girl that looks like a girl that works in an office. Because we are proud white Americans and we like Scarface because we want to be the bad guy. You need a bad guy. Right. We only choose the hackiest clips from these films because we're very uncreative. We also used to be paid handsomely to interview other alt-right comics and some good comics, but kind of with an alt-right bent, whether it's, Patrice, Louis, Jim Norton, anybody on Howard Stern. That's what Marine Zoo is. It's a breeding ground for racist hacks, basically. But there's some of them aren't hacks. I don't think Bill Burr is a hack. Uh, he kind of was when I saw him live. Jeselnik's not a hack, but Jeselnik doesn't go on those shows because he's actually a great joke writer. David Tell, not a hack, does go on those shows. Colin Quinn, not a hack, does go on those shows. There are exceptions, but most of them are like Rich Voss. Yeah, they're like, I don't know. Robert Kelly's pretty funny sometimes, but he's also kind of just like an East Coast hack. But I respect him because he went through some shit in Boston. And he's right every once in a while. Um, who else is the crew? No blacks, no, except Patrice. Patrice is just like a genius comic, but he's also like has serious issues with women and intimacy, which is clear. Uh, so anyway, I feel like I don't even know what the fuck that clip is, but um, we're about to be at a half hour, so I'd like to play the three clips that are the most important. Not this one. Three clips that are the most important for morning radio. Number one, with a bullet. Number two, because that's who we're trying to embody is Nelson Muntz, the bully character. And other than that, I could play air horn again, but there's a goodbye clip for you, and then I can stop recording because nobody's watched yet. Nobody will watch, like all my videos, but eventually I'll realize that I made some salient points. And also that I'm not embodying myself. This is a piece of performance art. It's not comedy. It's comedic at times. I'm basically that fucking dyke who got raped, who's Australian. Again, I'm a shock jock. I can't describe her with respect, but I was just looking for one thing. Uh, love you, all right. Comics. Want me to name you? I did for most of you. Tim Dillon's pretty funny. The Cumtown's pretty funny. Nick Mullen specifically. Adam Freeland's been stepping it up. I listen to some of it, but a lot of it is hateful and stupid. In my opinion, you're welcome to your own. I wonder if they'll kick me off for saying stuff. Hey, El Topo, I am well. I'm very well. It's literally 4 in the morning and I'm an insomniac and I can't go to sleep because I stopped drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana. So I just stay up for like days at a time. So I'm probably not like all together because of lack of sleep and nutrition. But I'm not using drugs and alcohol, which is the important thing. I'm still withdrawing. So thank you for your concern. It's honestly what I've been going through. And we're at 33, baby.